Welcome to the Sacred Sexuality Project. My name is Mark Weppett and I'm here to help you live a higher expression of your sexuality. And like I said in my last video, over the next few weeks what I'm going to be doing is talking about how to build this definition of what a real man looks like. And the way that I'm going to be doing it is by covering the masculine archetypes. This week what we've got is the warrior, which I think is especially fitting since yesterday was Veterans Day. So shout out to all you veterans out there. Thank you for all of your service. Warrior energy is extremely powerful, and if you really want to reach your potential as a man, you need to know how to harness this kind of energy. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is talking about the purpose of the warrior, the core function that he serves, and where he derives his power from. The purpose of the warrior, as I see it, is to create and maintain stability. And the way he can do this is in one of two ways. One, he can go out and remove threats to stability and prosperity, or he can remove threats simply by his very presence. Okay, so I want you to think of yourself as a little mini nation, and the warrior energy represents your military strength. So your military can go out and fight battles and things to protect your land, or, just the fact that you have a strong standing army can be enough to deter plenty of threats on its own. When we're talking about threats can either be internal or external. So let's look at the external threats first. In your life as a mature man, you need to be able to go out and secure the rights and safety of both yourself and the people around you that you care about. This could be everything from taking care of a bully, to going to a political rally for a very important cause, to even just making sure that you have a roof over your head and food on the table for you and your loved ones. The responsibility of the warrior also exists internally, within you. Okay? You need to be able to defend yourself from the negative emotions and temptations that exist inside of you. It is through harnessing this warrior energy that you gain the ability to slay your own weakness, vice, and fear. Unless you are able to create stability within your own internal kingdom, how can you ever expect to be able to transfer that to the external? So that's what the warrior does. He removes threats, both on the internal level and the external level, so that peace and prosperity and all that good stuff can flourish. Okay? Now let's take a look at how he actually does it. The way that the warrior does this is through executing without hesitation. The warrior needs to be able to take an order from the king, which is the governing archetype, our higher consciousness. So we send a message, an order, down to the warrior, and the warrior needs to be able to just follow through and accomplish that mission. Basically, the warrior needs to be able to charge the enemy line while maintaining enough composure to still shoot or swing a sword. When a warrior receives an order, he doesn't ask questions, he doesn't complain, he just gets shit done. It is this ability to execute that makes the warrior so valuable and powerful. So now, let's take a look at how to actually manifest this warrior energy in your life. Let's look at discipline first. Alright, discipline is the process by which you create a momentum of success in your life that can then be called upon in other situations. This momentum of success is a process where you are doing something every single day, some kind of disciplined action where you are succeeding, growing, strengthening, training yourself, so that when time comes to perform, you are honed like a razor's edge and able to cut through any resistance. In many ways, I think of the warrior as the archetype of a healthy autopilot, a healthy subconscious, because basically what they've done is they've trained their subconscious so well so that when it's time to perform, they don't need to think anymore. They just go into instinctual reaction. You see this with athletes, with soldiers, with anyone who's really good at anything. They've trained themselves so well that they can show up in whatever their battle is and perform and execute. Now, in order for all of that discipline to actually mean something, the warrior needs to be able to actually get it done when it's do or die. They can't choke when it's game time. And the way that they do this is through meditating on and coming to peace with death. The warrior is a wielder of death. And in order to really master death, there are two different components that you need to understand. First is in the bodily sense of death, the cosmic sense of death, like our own mortality. It is through gaining peace with the idea that you're going to die that you can truly now live. And, that's what a warrior does. Sometimes he has to fight, he has to kill. And in some cases, that's what you may be faced with. It's rare in today's modern world that you're going to be fighting for your life, but it may happen, and you need to be able to do it. By putting death in perspective, life gains perspective. Now, the other sense in which we must understand death is the idea of dying to self, of the ability to cut out the parts of ourselves, kill the parts of ourselves that are limiting us, that are threatening us, threatening our growth, our prosperity. We need to be able to kill them. We need to be able to look at the parts of our lives that are holding us back and cut them out, to kill them. It is through this wielding of death that we make room to ensure continued prosperity and growth and new life. It is only by dying to yourself, to your own ego, that you become invincible and fearless. So what I want you to do is to look at your kingdom. Look at your army. Are they fat, undisciplined, and lazy? If they are, you need to kick them into shape. You need to discipline yourself, body and mind, so that you become an efficient machine, able to move forward in times of stress. Cut out and kill that which makes you weak. Die to your own selfishness and fear so that you can charge the front lines of life, waving the banner of greater good. So that's the crux of the warrior as I see it. Next week, I'm either going to be talking about the shadow side of the warrior, the negative side of the warrior, or I'm going to be diving into the magician. I haven't decided which yet, so I guess you'll just have to wait and see. If you haven't already, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. Stay clean and kick ass.